Yogis, it's Pitta season. It's summertime. So I want to share today some tips for diet, some tips for exercise, and your yoga practice. Things you can do, ways you can vary your routine to really feel good this summer. So Pitta season is fire season. Pitta is the dosha of fire and water, but predominantly fire, and that totally makes sense. Summertime, it's hot. I realize it depends where you live. If you live in San Francisco, summer isn't so hot, right? It's a pretty cool area to be. But if you're like myself and a little bit further out and the days are, in the 80s, pushing 90, or we have a heat wave, then you really do feel the heat of summer. So there's a few things that we can do, specifically application of opposites in our diet, in our exercise, in our yoga, in our routine, that can help us feel good and stay balanced and cool in Pitta season. So considering that it's hotter outside and there's more intensity in general with heat, this is one of the big things we want to watch out for, is too much intensity in our exercise, in our yoga, and in our diet. So for instance, if you want to exercise, you should. It's a good thing. We want to move our bodies daily, but we want to do so in Pitta season in a way that's less intense, and we really want to do it in the coolest portion of the day. So, 12 noon, high sun, 90 degrees, not the time of day that you should be exerting yourself. So optimally this time of year, and it's easier with the light, the added light, get up early and get your exercise in the early portion of the day. Number one. And also don't push yourself. There's no need to, add those extra miles to your run or increase your pace this time of year. Reduce intensity and add a little bit more ease and coolness to your activity. And even better is swimming, because every year I start my swimming up again in the summer, because it's a whole body exercise, but you stay cool. So you literally don't feel hot even though it's an aerobic exercise and you're moving your whole body and getting a good workout in. So I would highly recommend that. So reduce intensity, try to exercise early in the day, and if possible, add swimming to your routine. In terms of diet, we absolutely want to reduce heat and intensity in the diet. So our digestive system is based on our own internal fire, our ability to digest and transform our food. But because it's hot this time of year, that fire can be a bit dispersed through the body in terms of our bodies trying to stay cool. We're trying to regulate our systems in the heat. So this is not the time of year to eat large, heavy meals. We actually want to eat lighter and cooler. So my family is generally happy this time of year that I bring the salads back. So I don't do salads when it's cold. It's aggravating, definitely to my constitution, but to most of us in winter times, salads are not a great thing. So summertime is the time to do more salads, lighter meals, avoid the heat, like the spice heat, and more fruits, more things that are cool. And also cooling drinks, so things like lassi and yogurt and juices that are cooling, not icy cold. That can be hard for people. I know, like certain people I know crave the kind of cold stuff because they're more Pitta dominant in their nature. But really, ice cold, not great, just cool. So eat less, avoid hot, spicy food, and favor the cooler foods this time of year. So that's diet. And then in terms of yoga, it's really very similar to the exercise approach in that we want to reduce intensity. So, you can build up some heat and you can go deep, but it's not the time to, super push yourself. And deep, intense practices must be counterbalanced with a lot of coolness and ease. So long shavasana, more calming, grounding poses, cooling poses like forward bends, and cooling breaths. Both Sitali and Shitkari are ways in which we cool the system. So adjust your yoga practice, also optimal in the earlier portion of the day, early morning. So apply these, little tweaks to your routine, and in the beauty and the warmth and the intensity of the summer, you will feel good, I promise. Namaste. Happy summer.